escape from. I don't know what kind of world you got waiting for you. But the thing that terrifies me the most is to be exposed to the beauty of what this life is and to go back into that other life. I know that I'll never go back into that life and act like I don't know. And I'll still be present for the experience. So I keep coming back, and I keep doing the work, and I keep working with others. I could never give back what this program has given me, ever. I have a relationship with my mother today. I have a relationship with my father. You told me I would. I'm a productive member of society. I am responsible today and accountable today. I suit up and I show up. I learn how to pay bills. I learn how to do the things that we're supposed to do. That's not what thrills me. What thrills me is that I'm present and I'm available and I feel comfortable in my own skin. What thrills me is that I've been rocketed into the fourth dimension. And the fourth dimension is just relativity of time. And I am present for the experience. And that I have some tools. I have some tools designed for living. And I get to be present in the here and the now. Right now, this moment is the only thing that matters. And there's a sense of peace and comfort that comes with that. And I find joy and fulfillment knowing that I can be of maximum service. And that I am a servant of this power. And that peace that I asked for in that church some time ago, I had no idea that I was going to get it. What excites me is that I get to make mistakes. That I get to have moments where I experience whether it's heartbroken or I experience love or I experience friendship or disappointment. I didn't come from a world where I was even able to experience any of those things. That I get to go through the growing pains and I get to be teachable and learn and not learn and sometimes get stuck. I get excited when times I get stuck in stuff and then it's like, oh my goodness, I've been stuck. To me, I find that fascinating. I love the program of Alcoholics Anonymous. I do the best I can with what I have. And I always tell people, don't hold me to what I'm telling you today. Check back with me next week. My relationship with God today is good. Today. And that's all that matters. I haven't drank today. A month from now, you could come see me and I'll go, there ain't no God, there's no such thing. They were lying. I don't know what happened. I'm going to end with this real quick. The disease is cunning, baffling, and powerful. And it's always been doing push-ups, trying to get my attention. And I am just not confused about that. The longer you stay sober, the road gets narrow and the scarier it is. And I throw myself harder into working with others. I'm going to tell you something that's really interesting. I hit my bottom in New York. I was born and raised in New York City. And I went to California to get sober. And I have a wonderful family in Alcoholics Anonymous in California. And as a matter of fact, through the years, I have established relationships all over the world with Alcoholics Anonymous. And it wasn't until recently I was asked to speak in New York at the Atlantic Group. And I was on my way to Europe, and they said, while you're here, I was going to stay a month. We would like you to speak in New York City. And I remember telling the woman, that's interesting. And she said, and I want you to know that you have a family in New York. You have a family in Alcoholics Anonymous in New York. I said, oh, okay. And when I hung up the phone from her, I was really angry. I was very angry. And the inside, I became really, really angry. And I picked up the pen and paper, and I was like, what is this? And I began writing, saying, perhaps I don't need to go to New York. I just need to not do this trip. I think I'm tired. I've been traveling a lot, and I think I just need to cancel everything. And I was like, God, you need to show me what's really going on with me, because something's happening. And what I ended up discovering in all my 21 years, I had never established a relationship with New York. Because my disease knew, and some part of me felt, that should the day come that I was to ever drink again, I can always go back to New York and nobody would ever know. That's something. And when I was now told, it just trips me out. I go to New York at least once or twice a year. I don't go to no meetings. I don't contact central office. And in 21 years, I've probably been there twice to a meeting. And I go late and I leave early. It wasn't anything I did consciously. It wasn't something that I was completely aware of or even made note of. Isn't that something? And when they called and invited me to speak there, I got angry because the jig is up. And my sponsor's so funny when I called. She goes, isn't it funny that you funny, the ego's a trip. She said, you'd be willing to stand on the corner and sell your body. You're not worried about the police. You're worried about somebody from AA walking up going, Theresa? That's crazy. You want a big book study? So I had to go to New York and I called central office and introduced myself and made a trip there. And everybody knows me in central office. I spoke at a meeting down in the village at the Gay Lesbian Center. I spoke at the Atlantic Group. I talked to my friends. All my friends in New York didn't know I was in the program either. So now I am recovered. I am truly recovered. I can't go back home to New York. That's a trip, right? So that means I gotta keep coming back here. I gotta stick around for a while. The disease is a trip. So if you knew, just so that you know, that we only got 24 hours. And they tell me insanity returns and then you drink again. I'm grateful for the work that I continue to do around here. I need to stay sane and connected to this power so that when something like that happens, I'm plugged in, man. Because if I didn't have that foundation, if I wasn't plugged in, you would have a totally different speaker here tonight. So I want to thank each and every one of you for your patience, your tolerance, for loving me until I can learn to love myself. Thank you for the opportunity to get another 24 hours into greater service. I'm really, really grateful. I'm going to miss you for the rest of the weekend. I really enjoy hanging out. I'm really looking forward to Sandy and so many of the other speakers. But I love my nephews very much. And they love their Didi so much. That's just true because they want to be with me. Not only that, I look at my nephews and they've been exposed to a whole other world. They don't have no clue of this life. You know what I'm saying? My nephews are 13 and 8. The life that I described to you that I came from, they don't even know what that is. They're able to say, I love you. They're able to say, you hurt my feelings. They're able to say, I'm uncomfortable. They have the ability to choose and discern. I don't know, it's just amazing. So, you know, I'm just so grateful. I'm just so grateful. I like this life. So I have lived 2 lifestyles in one lifetime, and I like this one. This one's pretty cool. So I'm just going to keep coming back and doing the work and just continue to be of service. Thank you.